Hey guys, Zerorail Studios here. It's been a while, but I did decide to build a layout for once, instead of just random sets or anything. It's kind of a mess, because I haven't done one of these in forever, but shouldn't be too hard to do one of these videos. Okay, enough about that, let's go. Start up here at Knapford Station because that's what everybody does. We have Thomas, Oliver, Gordon, Custom Rebecca, shout out to Thompson Models for helping me with the construction, and Logan, and there seems to be like a gigantic gathering of international locomotives, including Hero, along with Mallard and someone else. That's Stephanie. Ignore that. We also have the magic buffers way over here. Sorry about the lighting, it's not exactly anything I can control. Yeah, I have the wood Knapford next to the wooden railway Knapford. Also got the shunters and stuff. Billy, Charlie, Stanley, Marklin, Philip, Tar, Fuel, Diesel, Norman, and Dennis. You come down the line. All these lines basically just go around. It's basically like a big loop. Sorry, I'm getting really into the light. Here we have a big sort of accident area right here. Third team must have gotten some of his bad luck again. Harvey's helping him clean up the mess. He's blocked Spencer though, so that's a bad thing. Wilbert's about to help Derek to the works as soon as this line gets cleared. And he can't even go that way because of the commotion at Knapford and the fact that an engine seems to have derailed here. Arthur's helping him back up. Also blocking Ryan and Daisy from their jobs. Here we have a custom Bear, Henry, Emily, and Caitlin. Shout out the Duke of Sodor. Dustin his little shed. Go over here, there's the breakdown train and a siding. Next to the water tower. Here's a custom Theo on the turntable right here. Custom Lexi. There's a Nia, James, Boko, Donald, and Douglas. Murdoch's over here hiding in the shed just because he doesn't want to be around anybody at the moment. Over the bridge, we have a custom made by Asuna on Twitter. I'll try to link his Twitter in the description. These were made by him, and I bought them off of him. Very nice guy. And over here is D261 pulling a goods train past the scrapyard. This is a really fun part of the layout. It's really the first area I really finished, just covered in Lego bits. Random bits and pieces, a Diesel Works area. Frankie and 16 seem to be doing something with Diesel 10, Splatter, and Dodge. Wonder what that's about. Probably something to do with that steel load there. Now we've also got a turntable right here, along with an engine over here. Area bird in that little shed. We come this way, Bertram is on the line, so that's how you can tell this is narrow gauge. A bit of a reference to Rush to the Rescue with this. Narrow gauge line leads all the way across here. Over a little bridge past Hank. Wonder what he's doing there. Over the bridge. And down into Crovan's Gate. Or at least my back's approximation of Crovan's Gate. We have Scarloy with some trucks. Fill the Blue Mountain Quarry Stone. And we have Paxton over here with a long line of those cars. Hope someone can help him with that because this looks like a bad lot to be going down a hill with. Go over here to the T-switch. Go over to this off-brand shed which has Freddy, Duke, Duncan, Peter, Sam, and Randall. Come down here where Scarlowy is, we have Atlas, a custom Atlas over here, pretty much acting as a bit of a static display engine next to Colin. Here we have a custom Fred, a Millie, and a revamped little Barford hiding back there. That's fun. If we see the switch track right here, past the signal, sorry, it goes through this tunnel, and I think something is doing a thing in here. He's being a little bit of a finicky little guy. Not sure what he's doing in there. What is that thing is going on here? Oh. Well, I guess all will be revealed sooner or later. There's a switch track up here. This whole line's basically a loop. Goes by the crossing with Mighty Mac. Up this stop sign where Rusty is doing maintenance. Up here with presumably Mr. Hugh with Cora and some supplies. down to another stop sign. Here's Reneus with some cargo. As you can see, Frank's down there, but we'll get to the small railway in a minute. Under skiff. Go down past this bizarre-looking shack. I really don't know what's in there. And there's a cement car. Yeah, it seems like a lot of boarded-up signs. That's interesting. There's something you can see in there. Actually, I don't know. It's pretty dark right now. Random caboose just abandoned. Here's Neville, by the way, pulling a small train of vans. Nothing too special. Goes down the hill and we're back over here. So it's basically one big loop, this little mountain area. Following along this line, these lines run parallel to each other. The narrow gauge railway goes over some hills and stuff. They both all end up at the engine works, which is dual gauge, as you can see by the fact that we have Victor, the works diesel, Ivo Hugh, because he's just being built. Steven, you can see Molly in there, there's Gator back there, and if you can't see it, there's Neil in the back. Percy seems to have gotten some issues with some coal dust, and Den is just here because he's also a helper. And it seems like they might need the cranes over here soon, because it looks like the logging locos have caused some trouble again. We also got the quarry engines, because I couldn't build a quarry on this layout, so they're just sort of chilling. Now here we have a little station. Edward talking to Trevor while he's pulling a good strain. Here we have Toby and Flora talking about their tram business. George is apparently giving them some trouble. Past this cider mill that came with the Dustin set. And here we have Duck talking to Rex, a little Railway Series reference there. And here's where the small railway begins. So there's the ballast chute. Nothing too impressive, but it'll work. Just on some Brio hoppers. Here's the little area yard. There's no sheds. They're just having to sleep out in the cold, I guess. There's a little turntable I custom painted. Frank is showing some flatbeds. Jock is over here with some Hape coaches, which are very nice little coaches. They're very cute. Might want to grab another steam engine pack for these. About to leave the station. The Earlsdale Railway lives up to his name as small because it is very tiny. Past a little station, over this crossover track, which the sign says to yield because you never know what's coming down this hill nowadays. Around the bend, and here's Bert pulling a simple maintenance train, it looks like. Maybe it's got something to do with that weird shack thing, who knows. Just a simple little maintenance train, nothing too difficult. It goes right through the tunnel and back out, and that's where the Earlsdale Railway ends. It's just one little circle. And if you take the lines going on there, you see Bell and Flynn, there's Mavis talking to Duck, apparently. And it all goes back to Knapford Station. If we take Flora's line back here, sorry if he's a little bit jumpy. Go up the mountain, here's Skiff, brown Skiff on top of that. They'll run down the mountain and hopefully not crash into Salty over here, who is waiting for Rosie over there to shunt her wagons or trucks out of the way so that he can load up the rest of his cargo cars from Cranky and the load generic and the crane over there. Yes, I do own some of the Brio Theodore tugboat line, so Hank, Foduck, and Theodore himself are just waiting to help out in the harbor. Here we have my custom painted Farquhar station with Fergus showing some more cargo cars, and Porter's on the other end too, so there's going to be a massive collision eventually. Rosie seems to be the only one with some sense. Cranky's over here just waiting to not fall into the ocean again, possibly. If you can see there's also a little T-switch sign with a Zerorail repair right here underneath this bridge. So if this falls, at the very least, only the ballast is getting harmed. Go past these lines, and there's also Connor over here. I feel like I missed him earlier. These coaches are from Thomas and Rim models too. They're not Connor's coaches, they're just generic blue coaches that I bought off of him. Nothing too special. Like I said, there's Hank over there. Apparently guarding the scrapyard? I don't know about that. I don't know what's going on with that one. Ignore Winston off the track. I just kind of forgot to put him back on. Yeah, I think that's just about the entire little layout. It's very tiny. It's very small. It's not very impressive by some, but especially by other wooden railway standards. But this was just meant to be like a one-day build, and I'm going to take it down tomorrow. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this very, very simple layout video. I'll probably get better with practice if I build more layouts, but I don't know. Either way, this was Zerorail Studios, and I hope you all enjoyed. Salutations and well, not salutations. Sorry, it's late. Au revoir. Probably messed it up too. Sayonara.